All right, all right. StreamYard had given me the indication that I am live. So now I'm just going to wait for YouTube to give you the notification that I'm live. And then we're going to have a little chit chat. We're going to have a little real talk tonight on the live stream. And there it is. Oh, yeah, there it is. The YouTube have let everybody know that I'm live. So the stream should be filling up relatively quickly. I saw a bunch of you all already waiting like half an hour at least before I got here tonight. But wait no more. I am here and we are live. We're back again. Your boy Viper is back on the live stream. Tonight it's going to be a little different though. Because unlike most of my streams lately, tonight you're only getting Viper. That's right. You're only getting Viper, baby. That's it. It's just me on here. I'm handling this one solo. But thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for watching tonight. Already 20 people. Holy Lord. I've only been live for a minute and already 20 people are watching the stream. What is happening? Oh, whoa, whoa. Holy Lord, Renee Ritchie. Oh, my Lord. That is how you start off a live stream. Good God almighty, Renee. Wow. Woo. Damn. Okay, Renee. Okay. I mean, I was already motivated, Renee, but damn. I'm really motivated now, baby. Thank you very much, Renee. I appreciate you, my man, Renee Ritchie out there dropping bombs. I ain't even get started yet. Oh, my goodness. Woo. Okay. Let me calm down. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Renee, for the super chat, man. I highly appreciate you, bro. You know, you don't even know, Renee. You don't even know. Well, you know, but you know. You know. All right. There are 22 of you all, according to my iPad, and there's 20 according to StreamYard, but StreamYard is slow, so that's all right. But there are 20 people in the chat, so I'm going to go ahead and get the party started because I don't plan on being here long tonight. This is going to be a relatively quick live stream. Hopefully, I'm hoping to be out of here in half an hour or less, but we shall see. I don't know. We shall see. I'm not trying to be here long, though. Oh, wait. We got another one? Oh, my God. What is happening here? Rashid, too? Oh, Lord. I'll get to y'all in a minute. Oh, my goodness. Good Lord. Thank you, Rashid. I appreciate you. Damn, y'all are not playing no games out here. All right. So, current time, 6:31 p.m. Central Standard Time, which means you are in the right place. You are on the right YouTube channel, baby. Oh, hell yes. Woo! It's Friday night. I feel all right. And I'm about to deliver one of the most electrifying live stream introductions maybe to ever grace the YouTube live space. But we are live. Woo! Now, for those of y'all that are new here, this next part is very, very important. So I need you to listen very closely to this next part. This is the part of the live stream where I'm going to need you to turn your volume down. Because if you don't turn your volume down, I will not be held liable for what some of your neighbors think about you listening to some loud dude on YouTube. That's on you, not on me. That's on you, not on me. Now, with that disclaimer out of the way, let me turn down the gain a little bit on this Shure SM7B so I don't blow y'all speakers out and things like that. And then we got to go to work. Like I said, I'm not trying to be here all night. This is going to be quick, but your boy got to go to work. Woo! Oh, man. Oh, boy. This is going to be crazy. Unscripted live stream. Holy Lord. Here we go. Hold on. Let me make sure this is good. Let me get a drink. I got to get a drink first. All right. The drink has been had. It's time to go to work. Go, Viper. Let's go. We got to talk. What's up, people? This your boy Viper, the man about tech, and we are live. Welcome to Friday Night Fight, baby. Woo! Oh, yes. It is that day again. We are back. We are live on YouTube, baby. Yes. All right. Oh, I got to go back and listen to that one. That was fire. That was pure, unadulterated fire. But before I get into the real talk tonight, let me see who I got in the chat tonight. first on the list, my man TK Garage. What's up, TK? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Next up, we got my enforcer, Genosis, is in the cut. What's up, bro? How you doing? We got Alan Osborne out there. What's up, Alan? How you doing, baby? How you doing? My head of security, El Jefe Review. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? We got Gwendolyn G. Hey, Gwendolyn, how you doing? My man Joseph Hardison is out there in the cut. What's up, bro? How you doing? We got my homie Josh Quinones. What's up, Josh? How you doing? We got Keep It Techie. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? How you doing? My dude Alex Jackson's in the cut. What's up, Alex? How you doing? And of course, my dude, the greatest Apple tech creator out there, Renee Ritchie. What's up, Renee? How you doing? And of course, my homie Rashid. Hey, what's up, Sheed? How you doing, baby? And of course, my guest on the podcast next week, Mr. Tech 702 is here. What's up, bro? How you doing? And we got the Norwegian sensation, EBA. What's up, bro? How you doing? Who else? Oh, we got my man, Mr. Battery Powered himself. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Who else? We got Bram. Like I said, I am not even about to attempt that last name. Not at all. But what's up, Bram? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Oh, let me go back up here. Let me go back up here. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Hey, when I lose my track because the stupid mouth messes up. Oh, man, we got some activity in the chat. Oh, my goodness. Oh, bye. Oh, boy. We got activity out here. All right, there we go. I got you. Uh-oh, my dude from the UK, Marvin Wallace. What's up, Marvin? How you doing? And we got Anna Lou. Hey, Anna Lou, how you doing? How you doing? And we got my man F. Nick. What's up, F. Nick? How you doing? Oh, boy, you know it's going down when Simply Pops is here. What's up, Simply Pops? How you doing? And we got Fit Blonde Fitness. What's up, Fit Blonde? How you doing? What's going on? And my man Zane Parkinson. What's up, Zane? How you doing, man? How you doing? And we got, who else we got? Let me get, oh, my God. 504 is out there. What's up, bro? How you doing? 504, what's going on? How you doing? And, of course, Will Barlow is out there. What's up, Will? How you doing, baby? How you doing? And well, yeah, let me keep going. Let me scroll down. Let me keep scrolling until I get somebody that I have not seen yet. Oh, there we go. I haven't seen this one yet. Technically T. What's up, bro? How you doing, Technically T? And we got Morris. Okay, what's up, Morris? How you doing, man? How you doing? And D. Niman of the Niminati is here. What's up, D? How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Niman? Appreciate you coming in. And, of course, Savage Greg Gadgets is in the cut. What's up, Greg? How you doing? Who else we got? Let me keep going here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. I got Alan. Oh, Tech for your needs. What's up, bro? How you doing, Tech for your needs? And we got American Liberty. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? All right, I think I got everybody. And shout out, as always, of course, to the Alert Squad who chooses not to make themselves known. I know a lot of you all probably watching tonight, interested to see what I'm going to say on this live stream. But before I get started, I know if you can't tell by the title already, if for whatever reason you don't know what the hell coming by the title here, this is not a tech live stream. There will be practically zero tech discussed. So if you're here for a tech conversation, come back next week. Tonight's not the night. Now, with that out of the way, wait, we got more people. I'm already quitting. Oh my goodness. All right. Come on, StreamYard. I got more people up in here. Come on, Streamy. Why does StreamYard always lag? All right, here we go. We got Jamie Monroe. What's up, Jamie? How you doing, man? How you doing? All right. So, okay. Tonight, got to talk about the reality of being black. And it's not just the reality of being black here in the U.S. This is practically the reality of being black everywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. There's a certain reality to being black. It's an uncomfortable conversation, but it's being had. And it's being had in mass all over the globe. We are having a conversation about the realities of being black. I don't know how many of you all access social media on a regular basis, but if you log into Facebook, if you log into Twitter, if you're on the gram, you can't get away from it. It's everywhere. People protesting all around the world in reaction to the recent murder of George Floyd in Minnesota and Minneapolis, where the cop took a knee on his neck for like 8 minutes and 46 seconds. The man said he couldn't breathe. The cop didn't care. He just kept his knee there. And eventually, unfortunate for George Floyd, he passed away because the cop simply would not remove his knee from the man's neck. Unfortunately, this is not the first time this has happened. It seems to be happening a lot recently with Armar Arbery, I think that's what his name is, who was chased down by these two dudes who thought he committed a robbery. The man was just jogging, murdered senselessly because people stuck their nose in his business that they wasn't even a part of, and it was just ridiculous. And then Breonna Taylor unfortunately got murdered because the cop kicked her door down because they thought she had drugs, and they put 8 bullets into her for no reason at all, no drugs. It's all sorts of crap going on all over the world. But unfortunately, this is not the first time stuff like this has happened. And unfortunately, given everything that's happening all across the world, it won't be the last. Racism is real. Yes, let's just get right to the crux of the matter. Racism is real. This is not some made up stuff that people tell you to be scared and things like that. Racism is real, especially if you're black or a person of color. Racism is real. You want to know about the reality of being black? My mother told me something a long time ago, and I didn't really like what she told me. But, as you get older and you realize what's happening in the world, you start to realize that certain things that your parents tell you when you're younger is true, even though it sounds kind of crazy. My mother told me a long time ago that I would have to work twice as hard as my counterparts to get where I want to get in life because of my skin color. She told me that. I'm like, I didn't want to hear it at the time. I'm like, what are you talking about? But she's right. Because I am black, I have to work twice as hard as the next person to get that promotion at work, to get recognized, to stand out and things like that, because there is a natural prejudice against me because I'm black and I'm in the minority. I mean, that's the thing about being black and being a minority here, especially in the U.S. There are just natural institutionalized prejudices and prejudice and discriminations at work against me and anybody that is black in this country. I mean, this is stuff that just cannot be ignored. It's real. When I'm going on different job interviews, and I kid you not, I went on a job interview one day a few years ago, and I thought the interview went well. I was interviewed by a white guy, and the interview went well. We had a nice chat, but as I was looking around the work environment, and I left that building, I got the instinct feeling that I would not even be considered for that job just because of the environment and the color of my skin. And Lord knows I never heard from that establishment or that person again. Now, could it be because there are more qualified candidates? Of course. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but that is the reality of being black in America. You don't know if you even have a legitimate chance to get a job because of the color of your skin. And if you think I'm joking about this, the National Football Association has a rule in place called the Rooney Rule. It's called the Rooney Rule. Now, for those of y'all that don't watch football or are not familiar with football procedures here in America, in the U.S., let me explain to you what the Rooney Rule is. The Rooney Rule is a rule in the National Football Association that states that every team that has a job opening in the NFL must interview a minority candidate, at least one. They have to interview at least one minority candidate for that job opening in the NFL. This is an actual rule. Why is this a rule in the National Football League? Why is this a rule? If a person is qualified for the job, you would think that would warrant them an interview at the very least. But no, in the NFL, they actually had to put a rule in place for minorities to actually get a look, to get a single look. It's called the Rooney Rule. The Rooney Rule. Google it. Look it up. It's real. This is what we have to deal with being black in America. They have to put rules in place so we even get interviewed. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you? What are you talking about here? It is 2020, and the Rooney Rule is still a thing. It's still a thing. Oh, man. I could go on and on and on, but you get the gist of the conversation. There are rules in place in the NFL that they have to interview at least one minority candidate, because otherwise, most teams in the NFL won't even consider it because it's a Caucasian-dominated industry, and it's more like a good old boy club. There is nepotism. They're interviewing people of their similar pigmentation. They don't care. So they had to put a rule in place so minorities would get a fair shot in the NFL. This is garbage. It's crap, but it is this. I'm not making it up. Like I said, Google it. It's crazy. But think about that for a minute. Think about that. You go to college for 4 years, right? You get a degree. Maybe you go to grad school, you get a master's, a PhD, this, that, and the other, right? How would you feel, no matter what your skin color is, how would you feel if you went to a job interview with a PhD in your pocket, but you got the feeling, you got the aura, the sense that you wouldn't even be taken seriously because the employers are naturally discriminating against you because of the color of your skin? How would that make you feel? Imagine that feeling and then multiply that by a whole entire race of people, actually races of people who go through that every single day. They get out of bed and try to go to work or apply for a job, this, that, and the other. Imagine that feeling, knowing that no matter what your qualifications are, no matter how smart you are, you won't be taken seriously for a job because of the color of your skin. How stupid does that sound? If it sounds stupid, I'm sorry, that's reality of being black in America. You want to know another reality of being black in America? Dealing with the police. Now, a lot of you all haven't really been hip to what's been going on with black people as it relates to police until now. Because it's like Will Smith said, racism didn't get worse, it's just being filmed. So now you're seeing it. This stuff didn't just happen now. This has been happening for 100 years. It's just being caught on camera more. So now y'all are becoming more aware of what black people have had to deal with forever and ever, amen, as it relates to black people and police encounters. They're not always kind. But I am not going to sit up here on my live stream tonight and tell you that all police are bad. You should hate police. No, I am not that dude. It wasn't that long ago, I think about 8 years ago, I myself attempted to become a police officer. So you are not going to get me to sit up here on this live stream and say, F the police. I'm not that dude. Because of something going down in my house, guess who I'm calling? I am calling the police. In my estimation, I would say that probably 90% of the police are good people. There are, of course, bad officers in the bunch. Of course, I'm not ignoring that. Are there racist police officers? Hell yes. But you want to know what else? There are racist people in every occupation out there. It's not just the police force. There are racist cashiers. There's racist receptionists. There's racist executives. There's racist football players. There's racist basketball players. They are all over the place. This stuff is not just limited to police officers. So if you look around the world and look at everybody in a microscope, you will find a racist somewhere. It's not just limited to the police. However, since police out here beating people, I mean, we got police that protest, macing people down and beating people just to incite riots, and they're doing it intentionally. It's just, this is what we're talking about today. We're talking about the police. But as a black man in America, when I'm in my car going back and forth to work, I have to have it in the back of my mind that if I get pulled over by a cop, I got to be prepared to respond accordingly. Because there is a small chance that I will not make it home from that encounter if I don't take the appropriate response tactics if I run into a police encounter driving back and forth to work. This is the reality of being black in America. Man or woman, hell, this is the reality of colored people, period. But especially, I'm talking about black because I'm black. I can't speak to other races. I am a black man. So these are my realities that I'm talking to you, my experiences. Now, with that being said, I can probably count on one hand the number of times I've been pulled over by the police in my 40 years of existence. It's less than 5. However, every time that I've been pulled over by the cops in my 40 years of existence, I have never, and I repeat, I have never had a negative encounter with a police officer in my life. And I've been around for 40 years, and I have never had a negative encounter with a police officer. So again, if you are expecting me to sit up here and say that all cops are bad, it is not happening. Now, just because I myself have never had a negative encounter with a police officer, am I going to get on here and tell you that all cops are good? Hell no. Go to Twitter, go to Facebook. These cops are acting up, they're acting out, they're lashing out, they're doing things that simply just don't add up. So yes, there are asshole cops out there. It is what it is. But in my experience, I have never had a cop put his hands on me. I have never had a cop drag me out of my car. I have never had a police officer point a gun at me in my life. And I've been around for 40 years, and I've been pulled over by the cops on numerous occasions. I have never had any of these experiences in my life. But that does not mean that in the back of my mind, I am not thinking about, oh my God, if I see the flash, if I hear the sirens behind me, if I see the flashing lights, boop, 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 I got to get into defensive mode. I got to think about the precautions I need to take to make sure that I can make it out of that police encounter safely, because I know there's a chance that it might not go well for me. I understand that. That's a reality. It doesn't matter that I have not had a negative police encounter in my life. I can have one anytime. I got to be prepared. That's a reality that I live with every single day. I have to face that every time I leave the house. I have to face that reality. If I get pulled over by the cops, I got to make sure that I do the things I need to do to make it out of that encounter in one piece. If you are not a black person, you probably don't have to live in fear of the cops. Now, I'm not going to go as far as to say I live in fear. I don't live in fear of the police, because I have a plan. I'm a crazy person. I have like escape plans and things in my mind for events that might happen while I'm out and about. I have an escape situation, survival plan for pretty much everything. But I don't live in fear of the cops, but I do have it in the back of my mind that when I have a police encounter, I got to make preparations. But I should not have to live with these thoughts. I should not have to live with the thought that I might run across a racing cop or a cop that's having a bad day and he might be looking to take it out on me. I have to think about that because I'm black. And I will be ignorant and naive if I didn't have that in the back of my mind at the very least. Now, am I calling all cops racist? No. Do I think all cops are out to do me harm? No. But I am not naive to think that it can't happen, because I know I have seen it done over and over again. That I know that anytime it is a possibility when I'm in the car driving back and forth to work, that if I do get pulled over, I got to be ready. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Being black on YouTube. Now, this is interesting because we know that YouTube is mostly ran by an algorithm and this, that, and the other. Although I always tell you guys that the algorithm is the measurement of human behavior. But for most part, you start out on YouTube, you're at the mercy of the algorithm, blah, 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 blah. The algorithm does not care about your skin color. I understand that. That's cool. But I was having a conversation with a group of creators of people of color, and we were talking about, do we put our face in our thumbnail? Because, if we got racists out there that see our face in the thumbnail, they might not click on the video. They might not give us a chance. And my response is, I would rather put my face in the thumbnail and have let me try it again. My response is that I would rather put my face in the thumbnail for them to know that up front, than to click on the video, find out that I'm black, and click off and mess up my watch time. For those of y'all that do YouTube, you know that watch time is critical to how you succeed on the platform. I am not giving no racist any opportunity to mess up my watch time. So you will know that I'm black on my thumbnail. I will put my face on my thumbnail so you can know up front whether or not you want to watch my content. Make that decision for yourself. I'm not going to have you click on the video, find out I'm black, and then head for the hills. I'm not doing that, Jack. You will know that I'm black when I put my face on that thumbnail. Then you can make a decision. I don't care which one you make. Just make the decision and go about your way. Now, if you're watching this live stream tonight and you're feeling some type of way and you don't like the content, then you can unsubscribe. You can do what you got to do. I understand. I'm not mad at you. You know it. You do what you do. But I'm not one of these creators that's scared to lose subscribers and lose relationships with brands and stuff because I'm talking about being black. Hello, this is my reality. I didn't choose to be black. I was born black. Somebody on Brian Tong's live stream earlier tonight, somebody posted in the live chat that Brian shouldn't get involved. He should stick to tech. Well, guess what? People like me and Brian don't have a choice. We are already involved. We were involved the day we were born. The day we were born with a different skin color, that made us involved because we get treated differently than people that are not black, that are not Asian, or anybody that's not of the white persuasion in this country at the very least. Now, there are racist cultures all over the world and things like that, and black people aren't the only victims of racism, unfortunately. But again, I can only talk about my experiences of being black here in the U.S., but other races besides black people are discriminated against here in the U.S. I know that for a fact. So this is crazy. So I'm looking at the chat here, and my man El Jefe says he disagrees. He won't cater to the small percent of racists on YouTube. I don't know what he means, cater to the racists or whatever. I mean, I don't know how are you catering to the race? Are you talking about putting your face in the thumbnail? Like I said, I don't know how that's catering to the racists. I mean, dude, I want people to know who I am up front. I'm not hiding. I mean, I have my face in all my videos, right? I'm not hiding from people. If right off the back, I'm black. So I mean, if that's gonna if that's gonna influence your opinion about me because of my skin color, I don't want you here anyway. I don't care. Bye. Go. Leave. My content doesn't really matter if I'm black. I make content because I'm knowledgeable about tech. I have been a lover of tech for as long as I can remember. I eat, sleep, and breathe technology. So I put that content out on YouTube. The content doesn't care about my damn skin color. The quality of the content is in the fact that I do my research, I do my homework, I find out the information that's most relevant to people that want to view it, and I put that content out on YouTube, and that's what I do. Shout out to Fit Blonde Fitness for the $19.99. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, no doubt. And my man, LeBaron Burton, no doubt. Popcorn War himself in the building. Shout out to LeBaron for the $50, bro. LeBaron says, I'm putting the handcuffs in front of my wife and children and taking it to the police station for a warrant that I didn't have. Wow. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. So, crazy story. I was working in Countryside, Illinois one day, and I was pulled over by not one, but two cop cars. And I was pulled over because they thought I was involved in a robbery. And it was actually, I mean, this is crazy, right? I was pulled over because they thought I was involved in a robbery. And I had two cop cars pull up behind me when I was getting pulled over. And they came up to my window. They asked my ID and all that stuff. And then they asked me, was I at such and such restaurant? And I told them no. Luckily, when I told them no, they I guess they realized they made a mistake and they let me go about my business. But again, when you're riding around here in the U.S. and you're black, you never know what you can get pulled over for. But I mean, this is the things that we have to live with being black in America. Cops are coming for you. It's just a reality that we have to deal with. It is what it is. All right, see what else? Okay. So, as it relates to dealing with police encounters, I want to go back to the police encounter because what I'm going to talk about tonight as it relates to dealing with police encounters is very important for anybody who might feel like they're threatened by the police or feel like they might be a target of the police. There are things that you can do to put yourself in the best position possible to have a positive police encounter. If you go down to the description of this very live stream, I put Flossy Carter's video in the description. Flossy Carter, 4 years ago, made a 45-minute video talking to young people about how to deal with police encounters. 45 minutes. I'm going to give you the Cliff Notes version of the video here, but I'm going to tell you some things that I do when I know I'm about to get pulled over by the police, right? Let me get a drink. So I just told y'all that anytime I get pulled over by the cops, I have to be prepared. I have to take preparations because I never know what type of encounter I'm going to have with the police. But however, there are things that I do when I'm getting pulled over by the cops. First and foremost, you pull over, I pull over, I usually roll down all my windows because I want the cops to be able to see into the car easily. I don't want no issue there. I make sure, actually, before the cops even approach the car, I make sure I have my license and registration already out. I don't want to be reaching in for anything when a cop pulls up to the window. I want to have that stuff in my hand before the cop even gets to the window. I put my two hands, I put both hands on the wheel, but either on the dashboard or in one of my hands, I have my license and registration because obviously the cop is going to ask for that more often than not. So I pull over, roll the windows down, both hands on the wheel, but I already have my license and registration in hand before the cop even gets to the window because I don't want to be fumbling around for anything when the cop gets to the car. Because if you're fumbling around for stuff, you're already putting that cop up. You are escalating their intensity level if you're fumbling for anything when they get to the window. You don't want to be fumbling for anything when the cop gets to the window. So I have all my documentation ready to go. Cop comes to the window. They usually say hello, whatever. You can say hello. I wouldn't get too wordy and mouthy and all that stuff. They'll usually let you know why they pulled you over, things like that. They'll ask you for your license and registration. Like I told you guys, I already have it in hand. I hand it to the cop. Keep your hands on the wheel. Very important to always keep your hands where the police can see them. You do not want to have your hands anywhere where they can't see them. Don't put your hands in your pocket. Don't be fumbling around for stuff in your car. Keep your hands on the steering wheel when the cop approaches the window. If you do not keep your hands on the steering wheel, you are asking for trouble. What you want to do is you want to make it easy for the cop. You want to de-escalate their intensity level. Flossy Carter explained it very well in the video, but it's all about making the police feel at ease because you don't want to put them in a situation where they got to go for a gun or they got to pull you out the car, things like that. The other thing that is important to do when you encounter police is be polite. Don't be an a-hole. Don't try to be what Flossy Carter call it, a Facebook paralegal, right? Don't try to like outsmart the police with all this law and stuff. That stuff does not matter. Ain't no cop that pulling you over caring about how much law you know. They don't care. If they're pulling you over, they are pulling you over for a reason. The only thing that you need to do is be compliant, give them what they want, make that an easy experience for them if possible, and be on. And if you do it right, you should be on your way in about 5 or 10 minutes. Unless you're in the wrong, then you're probably going to jail. But most often than not, you'll probably be given a ticket or they'll give you a warning. In my experience, and I'm not saying this is like going to happen every time, but in my experience, the police will give you what you give them. And what I mean by that is if you are polite to a police officer or the police, when they pull you over, they will be polite to you. At least in my experience. Again, I'm a black man in America, so I'm already playing at a disadvantage when I get pulled over by the cops. But every police encounter that I have had in my 40 years of existence, off at a cop, they ask for documentation. I'm making sure my hands are on the wheel. I give them the documentation. They do what they got to do. They give me the ticket or they give me a warning. And usually I'm on my way. But the main thing that you need to take, if you listen to nothing else I said about dealing with the police, the number one thing that you need to pay attention to and need to be aware of if you are a minority getting pulled over by the cops, you want to make it as easy for the police as possible. You want to make it a most pleasant experience possible. Don't do anything that will make them suspicious, that will turn their intensity level up. Make it as simple for the police as possible. Try to get the police in and out of there as quickly as possible because I know the cops have a bad reputation right now, but most police officers are not trying to get into no scuffle, especially at a traffic stop or nothing like that. Now, again, this is for getting pulled over in your car, things like that. I have never had any other encounter with the police. So if you're like in a store or they run on you in a store, things like that, I don't know what to do about that, but I'm pretty sure it's the same stuff. Be polite to the police and they will be polite to you 95% of the time. If you are not polite to the cops, if you try to pop off at the cops, bruh, don't do that. Don't do that. You're not winning that situation. That is not it. That is not what you want to do. If you pop off at the cops, if you try to pull attitude with the police, you are setting yourself up for failure. So basically, I got a malevolent in the chat saying, "No, Viper, too many brothers died being unarmed, and they were assholes to police." Again, like I said, there are a-holes in every police court. It unfortunately is this. I'm not saying that there aren't bad cops. I said at the beginning of the live stream, there are a-holes in every police force. That's not that you can't. I mean, there's no getting around that. That is a reality. Again, it is the reality of being black. However, all I can tell you is the things that I have done to make sure that I come home every night from every police encounter that I have had. I have came home from it because I have taken these steps. And it mainly boils down to being nice to the police. If you are polite to the police, more often than not, they will be polite to you. You are going, there is a possibility, I should say, there's a possibility that it doesn't matter what you do, you might catch an a-hole cop, and then, I don't know what to tell you. But still, you can't, it's a no-win situation at that point. It's not much you can do besides be compliant. Do you really want to get into a fisticuff with a cop with a gun? Do you really want to do that? Dude, I don't know. Like, this is one of those things that I'm giving you information that have helped me out. What you do with the information is your business. I can't tell you what to do if you encounter the police. I'm just telling you what I've done, what worked for me. Every time I have dealt with the police, I've been polite to them and they have been polite to me. Will that be the case for all of you all? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I can't tell you how your encounter will go. But what I can tell you is that 9 times out of 10, if you are polite with the cops, they will be good with you. Like I said, I'm just giving you the information. What you do with it is your business. Let's see. Roberto Blake says, That's been mostly true for me, but not when I was a victim of assault. Ironically, that was my work experience with the police. Treat me like a perp. Yeah, again, I mean, that's a hard situation. But still, even in that situation, you have to be polite. Because, again, at that point, they already think you're a perp. So why escalate the situation and put them in a more of a negative mindset about it? If they think you're a perp, escalating the situation and mouthing off at them is not going to help your cause. What you want to do is try everything you can to de-escalate that situation. Even if they think you're in the wrong, you know you're not in the wrong, but they think you're in the wrong. You have to find a way to de-escalate the situation. You might be in a situation that you can't de-escalate, and then it's just do what you can. But, bruh, de-escalate the situation. That's the thing that I can't stress it enough. If you are in a police encounter, find a way to de-escalate the intensity level because it's going to be up because the cops don't know. The cops don't know who you are. They don't know what your intentions are. So obviously when they get to you, their intensity level is at a 10. You being pulled over or being accosted by the cops, you got to find a way to de-escalate the situation. That is your best chance to come out on top. I mean, I can't explain it any better than that. You just got to figure out a way to de-escalate. I mean, it is what it is. LeBaron says, Viper, I'm never rude to the police. I've been arrested, interrogated, detained. And LeBaron, you're still alive, right? You're still alive. You're still around for your wife and your kids, right? You're still running that popcorn store, right? And you want to know why, LeBaron? Because you have never been rude to the police. Yes, you've been arrested, you've been interrogated, you've been detained, but you're alive and you are with your family because you understand that even though those are unfortunate circumstances, you were still polite to the police and they let you go, they released you. So again, you might find yourself in an unfortunate situation. I'm not saying that everything is perfect, you all. I mean, look around you. We're not in a perfect world. We are fighting for our lives. We are fighting for basic human rights. Obviously, the world is not perfect. But again, there are things that you can do to try to de-escalate the situation and make it work for you instead of against you. But again, I'm just giving you the information. What you do with it is your business. Let's see, Roberto says, I don't polite as I could be for being bleeding and shot, but you're not wrong. And I mean, again, I'm gonna keep saying it over and over again. You might find yourself in an unfortunate situation with the cops, but even still, you have to find a way to de-escalate the situation. If you escalate it, you could end up dead if you're black. Hell, you can end up dead if you're not black. I mean, this is the other thing. If y'all really think that black folks and people are minorities are the only people that are being done wrong by the cops, y'all naive as hell. I mean, I know the situation right now is about Black Lives Matter and things like that. I get that. I'm black. I'm telling you my experience right now. But the cops do everybody wrong. I mean, the big problem is the fact that the minority, we are already playing at a disadvantage. But the cops do everybody wrong. They don't just do black people wrong. They do black people, white people, Mexicans. Everybody gets done wrong by the cops. It's a reality. It is what it is. But again, you gotta de-escalate. So Mama Bear says I'm wrong. All right, with all due respect, Viper, you're wrong. What am I wrong about? I mean, like we can have a discussion. What am I wrong about? I mean, what am I wrong about? If you're saying I'm wrong about de-escalating the situation, then no. I mean, hey, I'm like I said, I'm just giving you the information. What you guys do with it is what you do with it. Let's see what else I want to talk about here. Yeah, Roberto. I saw that on the news. They pushed down a 75-year-old protester and hit his head against the rock and things like that, and left him there practically for dead. It's crazy. And then apparently all of their fellow colleagues resigned or something on some BS instead of just admitting that they're wrong. And that's unfortunate. And that let's see. Hold on, wait. So Mama Bear says you don't have to be a jerk to cop to not get treated bad. I said that. Well, what part of that? What part of this don't you understand? I just said that you might find yourself in a situation where no matter what you do, you are in an unfortunate situation with the cops. I said that. I understand it. You're absolutely right. I'm not disagreeing with you. You could do everything right and still find yourself dealing with an asshole cop. That unfortunately, that's the reality of the situation. But still, they have the power. And as long as they have the power and they have the weapon. So as long as they have the power and as long as they have a weapon, you need to de-escalate the situation still. Because they have a gun and chances are you don't. Do you really, like I said, do you really want to pop off with somebody that has a weapon? A live weapon? I mean, again, man, y'all do what y'all do. I'm just telling you what worked for me. But I know we have different experiences, but there are basic things that you could do to give yourself a better chance in any situation. But hey, y'all do what y'all got to do. I already said that there are asshole cops out there. I said that already. I mean, I'm not disputing that. That's a fact. No matter, there are situations where no matter what you do, you are going to run into a cop that just don't like you and they're going to mistreat you. It will happen. I mean, unfortunately, in this current situation, it'll probably be more likely to happen, but it could happen. I mean, it is what it is. And Roberto says they shouldn't be allowed to serve in law enforcement anymore. Yeah, and they don't. That's the other problem, Roberto. The main problem with police brutality and cops as a whole is that no one is holding them accountable, and that's the main issue. I don't know. I don't have the answers for this at all, but we need to find a way to have police held accountable, because they can't keep getting away with this stuff. Like this is not going to end well for anybody if we can't find a way to hold these police accountable. I mean, something needs to be done. Like Roberto said, they need to be like put in the registry or something. They shouldn't be allowed to be in law enforcement if they're treating people like that. But we gotta hold them accountable somehow, some way, because these cops going around doing whatever they want to do and not being held accountable, it's not a good look. I don't like it at all. It's bad for all involved. So LeBaron says, no, I can't ride with that, bro. The main reason I don't drive my Benz when I went to certain areas because I'm automatically suspicious. Dude, bro, you riding a Benz, you could be riding a Bugo and be suspicious. LeBaron, we're black, bro. Like it don't matter what car you're driving. You are driving black, son. I mean, as long as you're black driving a car, you are suspicious in the eyes of the law enforcement in this country anyway. You already know that. It don't matter what car you drive. When I got pulled over back, 10 years ago, I was driving a beat up 92, and I think it was like 2009 or something like that. And I got pulled over, and I was driving a beat up car. It don't matter what you're driving. If you're black behind the wheel, you're a target, dude. Like we are targets, LeBaron. Like that don't make a difference, man. Again, being black in the U.S. is not easy, especially dealing with law enforcement, because it's an unfortunate reality, man. It's an unfortunate reality that we have to deal with. I think William Anthony gets my point right here. My point is what I'm trying to relate to you all is to how to stay alive. It's staying alive. I mean, you might not agree with what I'm telling you, but the stuff that I'm telling you will probably keep you alive. I mean, I can't guarantee it, but there's a greater chance than not that you will be alive. Again, I have been pulled over by the cops on multiple occasions, and I have done things to ensure that I have had no issues. I guess I've been fortunate in that respect, but that doesn't mean that I won't have a situation where I run into a hole cop. I don't know. But again, no matter what the situation, you have to de-escalate it, because if you don't de-escalate it, then you are putting yourself in harm's way, and is it really worth it? Is it worth it at that point? I don't know. Maybe it is for you. It's not worth it for me. And Roberto says if you drive a nicer car, they really feel justified. I'm sure. But again, if you are driving if you're behind any car, it doesn't matter if it's nice or not, you could be targeted by the police at any time. Now, obviously, like Roberto said, if you are driving a nicer car, they might pay a little bit more attention to you. I know Flossy Carter talked about that in this video that I put in the description, so that's very true. But dude, I mean, dude, we're black in the U.S. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what's going on. We gotta be careful. Shout out to Alan Jackson for the super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you supporting me. Like I said, I'm trying to tell y'all how to stay alive, man. At this point, it's about survival. I'm telling y'all how to survive. What you do with the information is what you do. Also, I find it hella ironic right now that all of these major brands are speaking up for Black lives. I have never in my life seen any of these brands speaking up now, speak up before. And my whole thought process is, this ain't new. This isn't the first time that Black people have been violated by law enforcement in this country. But for whatever reason, now you want to speak up. The NFL is admitting they're wrong today. Bitch, what? You've been wrong. But today, now you realize you're wrong. And we got Nickelodeon and YouTube and all these other big brands finally backing Black Lives Matter. Where the hell were you years ago? Where were you? Where were you? I have never seen any of these brands speak out until now. And it boggles my mind. I appreciate them supporting black people. I'm not saying that I don't that I'm like looking down at the support. I'm just looking at them some type of way because I've never seen any of these major brands speak up for black people before now. And it just makes me wonder, what are your intentions? Are they pure? Are your intentions pure? I don't think so. I think a lot of this stuff, as far as brands go, is to save face and look good because they know that practically the entire world is tired of this garbage and they want to make sure that they look good so they can keep that bottom line up. But I'm looking at all of you all, and I see all you brands speaking out for Black Lives Matter right now that I have never seen speak out before in my life. I'm looking at all you brands speak out now, and I'm just like, I see y'all. Y'all not fooling me. Y'all don't care about Black lives. Y'all care about your bottom line, and you care about saving face and looking good. I see that. I'm not a fool. Y'all just trying to save face. Please, man, you better stop playing. No, fam, no. I see you brands, and I see somebody out there say except Samsung. Yeah, man. I don't know what the hell Samsung doing out there. They are conspicuously absent they haven't said a word, and I'm just like, what is happening, man? Oh man. Let's see. Roberto says, I've talked to brands directly and I can't explain what they told me in enough words in a comment. They are pure intention for those people who work there, but now they just aren't scared to mess up or I guess. But what took them so long, Roberto? What took them so long? Like I said, I am seeing brands speak out now that I have never seen speak out in my life, and racism and inequality have been happening forever. This is not the first major event of injustice in this country, but this is the first time I have seen a lot of these brands speak out, and it blows my mind. I'm just like, what? Where were you? Welcome to the party, pal. Where you been? Like, where were you at back when Trayvon Martin was murdered? Where were you back when Rodney King was being beaten? Where were you at? Where the hell were you? I didn't see you. I can't see you. I'm just now seeing you. Where you been? So it just makes me, I don't know. It makes me, it gave me cause to pause. These brands look a little shaky, Roberto. They looking a little shaky, but hey, you're speaking out now. I guess in this situation, I'll say better late than never, but y'all kind of late. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. Also, if you are a creator, especially a creator who works with brands, you guys have brand deals and things like that, do not be scared to speak out against injustice for fear of losing your brand deal. No, fam. That garbage is done. There's injustice, there's inequality, there is violation of human rights going on as I speak in this microphone. Human rights are being violated. It is time to make your voices heard. That is why some of your favorite tech creators have gone on record speaking out about Black lives and police brutality and inequality and injustice. It is time to make your voices heard. We have been quiet for far too long about this. A lot of people don't speak out because they're not affected. It's interesting. When you're not directly affected, you don't care. But I bet if your son or daughter was out there and they were a victim of police brutality, you might think a little differently about that, huh? It's interesting. People don't care unless it affects them directly. It's interesting how that works. But like Martin Luther King said a long time ago, an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. It is time to speak out. I don't care if you're black, white, Cuban, or Asian. If you see something wrong, you got to speak out. You got to make your voice heard because that's the only way that things change. Things do not change just because of change sake. Things change because action needs to be changed. Make your voices heard. Speak out. Don't be afraid. Because as my man Roberto Blake will tell you, if you are scared of losing a brand deal because you're speaking out about injustice and the brand look down on you for that, that's not a brand you want to work with. You don't want nothing to do with that brand at all. That's a brand that you should steer clear of if they're not speaking out with you. So don't be afraid to alienate yourself from brands if you're speaking out about these injustices, because that brand should be right alongside you if they really support you. And if they don't support you, then the hell with them. You don't need them. Promise you don't need them. Shout out to Malevolent. Oh my, why can I not talk today? Malevolent Elephant, man. Justice will not be served to those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. Yep, that's what I just said. It's interesting how people who aren't affected don't say nothing until they're actually affected. But that time is over. It's time to speak out. If you got a platform, use your platform, speak out about it, let people know, because the only way that we survive this, the only way that we get through this is if we unite. You know how the saying goes: united we stand, divided we fall. We got to be united in this. We have to be a united front tackling this racism and inequality and injustice, because it's everywhere and it has to stop. It's been going on for far too long. It is time to get our basic human rights back. It is time to unite against these people that don't understand that we are supposed to love each other, take care of each other, not try to put each other down, not try to destroy each other. That's not the human way. That's not the human way at all. El Jefe says he's had convos with people who remain silent. They feel they will be damned if they do and damned if they don't. It's sad. Social media and cancel culture have many people scared. You're right. You are absolutely right. People are staying silent because they're scared, but this ain't the time. You know what? I didn't want to have this conversation. I myself did not want to talk about this. I didn't think I was going to do this live stream, but at some point, it is time to talk about it. We are all uniting. We all have to be a united front about these issues that are going on. We have to take back our civil liberties. We have to be a united front, because that is the only way we survive. Again, if you got a platform, speak out. We got Dom Esposito speaking out. We got Jonathan Morrison speaking out. Marquette Brownlee speaking out. The Rock speaking out. Casey Neistat speaking out. We are all speaking out about this because the time is now. It is time to unite. It is time to speak out. It is time to tackle this racism and inequality head on, because that is the only way we get rid of it. We got to tackle it head on. We got to be better people. We have to be better to each other. We have to love and take care of each other, because that's the only way we survive. Roberto said he'll take late over never. You know what? That's why I said at the end of my diatribe, I was like, you know what? Better those brands speak up than not speak up. So even though they're late, I'm kudos to all these big brands speaking out. It's about time. You're a little late, but it's cool. Thank you for lending your platform, because we need it. We need everybody on deck. We need all hands on deck. This is an all hands on deck situation. We can't have people on the sideline. We can't have people on the bench. If you got a platform, if you got a smartphone, if you got social media, make your voice heard. Talk to these people. Make your opinions known. Put yourself out there, because this is a war, and we are at war, and we got to win. We don't have the option of losing this war. This is a war we need to win. Let's see. What we got here? All right, let's see. Renee says silence feels like consent and complicity. Yep, not a good look. If you're silent, then you might as well not be. You might as well just don't act fake when it's all over. Don't act fake, man. Greg said he lost more Twitter followers this week than ever. I believe it, man. I've seen you on Twitter, Greg. You've been making your voice heard, man. I'm proud of you, Greg. I am proud of you, man. I mean, we gotta be together in this, man. We gotta be together, because that's the only way to be. I mean, the time for being quiet is over with and done. As the Zach says, it felt good to voice our concerns and what we were doing to impact change on Tuesday. I appreciate, no doubt. Shout out to my man Jason on Painfully Out of Tech for giving us the platform to speak out. I talked about some of this stuff on that podcast on Tuesday night, but obviously this is my own platform, and I need to use this platform tonight to get this out, because I mean, this is it. This is the one. This is the show. No matter what I do on YouTube, this is the live stream that everybody watches, and this is the biggest platform that I have on Friday night. So I want to use the platform tonight to speak out and make my voice heard, because we need to get together. All right, what are we talking about here? Let me. There was a question I guess I missed. Let me go back and see if I can catch it. Where are we? Okay. Ooh. So Anulu says, "What can ordinary white people do to support Black people?" I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I would say ordinary white people, but basically, what you can do is just speak out. Speak out. Stand up. Stand alongside Black people. You be united with Black people. Be united with us. Speak out. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to donate money and all that. I'm not even with that whole donate money stuff. I mean, that's nice, but the best thing you can do as a white person is speak out. Stand and support Black people and people of color and people that are just oppressed and being treated wrong in general. Like I said, this is bigger than just Black people, but right now we're fighting this cause on a Black Lives Matter front, because that's what's all over the news, and we are under attack, for lack of a better term. But Just stand aside black people. Just be supportive. Be there. Show your lend your voice. Just lend your voice. Be there. Be supportive and speak out. The best thing you can do is speak out, voice your displeasure with these inequalities, and fight alongside of us. Just stand aside us and fight, and together we'll get through this. Let's see. Roberto says, Viper, we and black people didn't feel we had permission to talk about our blackness. I don't blame brands and white allies for not knowing how to, even if we struggle with it. Listen. I'm a black person. I am having a hard time figuring out how to address this stuff and deal with it. So I can't expect a white person to know how to deal with it. But as I just said, if you're a white person and you're trying to figure out the best way to support in this particular situation, just speak out. Speak out against this racism. Speak out against these inequalities. But you know what? The bigger issue, which I have not tackled yet, the bigger issue that needs to be addressed tonight is the fact that this racism starts at home. What do I mean by that? Racism is not born, it is taught. So we as parents have to teach our kids the value of all people, the value of all human beings. Racism, again, is taught. Racism is not born. Racism is taught. People teach their kids to be racist. Racism is taught. So if you're a parent, if you're raising your kids today, you have this all starts at home. Teach your kids about love. Teach your kids about equality. Teach your kids about being good people, being right, treating everybody the same. I'm not trying to tell you guys to tell your kids to treat anybody better or not better or superior. We are all the same. All that we are asking for is to be treated equally. We're not asking to be treated better than anybody else. We want to be treated equally. When I go to a job interview, I want the same chance of getting that job as a white man. That's what I want. I don't want to be seen as superior over the white man. I just want an equal opportunity. So I need you guys to teach your kids about equality, about love, about unity. If you teach your kids about equality, love, and unity, this world will be a far better place when we leave it, because that is the most important thing. Teach your children. Actually, that's probably the best way you can support no matter who you are. If you want to support Black Lives Matter, if you want to support people and the things that are happening right now, teach your kids love, equality, and unity, and the rest should take care of itself. Because if you really want to stop racism, it starts with the way we raise our children. We have to raise our children to be the best human beings possible. We have to raise our children to take care of each other, no matter what, no matter their skin color, no matter their beliefs. None of that stuff matters. We need to find a way to be united. And the best way to be united is to teach them at a young age about love, equality, and unity. I promise you, everything else will take care of itself. This world will be such a better place if we teach our kids these fundamental things. So teach your kids the basics of humanity and being a good human being, and the world will be a much better place. All right, let's see what else we got. What else I want to talk about tonight? Oh, I think that's it. Okay. All right. Okay, I did talk about that. I'll talk about that. Okay, talk about that. Talk about that. That's about that. That's about. Oh, okay. I'll talk about all this. Damn. I hit all my topics tonight. Nice. All right. So I hit all the topics tonight. So I think I covered everything I want to cover. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know and I'll try to answer them as best I can. I'm not saying I have all the answers. I'm a 40-year-old dude in a crazy world right now. I don't have all the answers, but I will answer whatever questions you have as best I can. So if you have any questions, let me know. But it starts with our children, and it starts with us trying to be the best people possible. As long as you're being the best human being possible and raising your kids to be loving human beings, we can make this world a better place. But we got to fight together. It's time to stand together. The time for division is over with. We got to stand together, because if we don't stand together, we don't stand a chance. United we stand, divided we fall. So we got to be united, baby. Josh says his children know better. We teach them to love all people no matter what their skin color is. You're doing it right, man. You're doing it right, Josh. That's the best way to be, baby. That's the best way to be. Teach them at a young age, love, equality, and unity. And that's how it is, man. That's how it is. El Jefe says this is also why our actions right now are so important. The kids are watching us. It's up to us to show them the way. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Teach your kids the right way to do things. Teach your children how to be the best human being possible. So true. And a lot of that is leading by example. We know how much kids watch us and take our example. We know how much kids are led by example. We know how impressionable young kids are. So it's time to lead by example, and it's time to instill good values into our children so they can be better than we are. I mean, they need to be better than we are, and that's the best way to do it. Yeah, Renee. I would try to go to 30 minutes, but I mean, I got into it, man. And once you get into it, it deserves a longer discussion than 30 minutes. So I'm glad I kind of went longer too. But I'm pretty much done now. So I'm just like, hey, I'm just answering questions. Somebody said Michael Jordan donated 100 million. Okay, I mean that's cool, like I said, but I mean it's not all about money though. I mean money is nice, but more importantly, it's better to raise your kids right and be the best human being possible and lead by example. Basically, it's not all about money. I mean money is nice, but this is bigger than money, in my opinion, anyway. It's bigger than money. That's the tech we need to being silent doesn't move the needle in the right direction. Conversation is a must, and I'm glad we are speaking. Trent Shelton says it all starts with you. Let our voice be heard. Yep. Like I said, if you got a platform, no matter how big or how small, it's time to use your platform to speak out. Speak out against the inequality. Speak out against this racism. Make your voice heard, loud and proud, baby, loud and proud. So here's something interesting. El Jefe said, "Black Lives Matter. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." And I think, like I said on the Painfully Honest Tech podcast on Tuesday night, I used to be one of these all lives matter people. I used to didn't like the whole Black Lives Matter terminology, but then somebody explained it, and they explained that in order for all lives to matter, Black lives have to matter. So thinking about that, now I'm of the mindset that yes, we have to come to the realization that Black lives matter, because until we come to that realization, then all lives matter isn't true. Because if all lives matter, then Black lives have to matter. So Black lives matter, and then we can deal with everything else, and then we'll come to the reality that all lives matter. But right now, we need to realize that Black lives matter. We got to take care of our people, man. We got to take care of each other. Basically, that's the general gist. We need to take care of each other. We got to take care. We got to take care of each other, and that's the best way to be. All right. So I am not seeing any questions that you guys have. I think I made myself pretty clear in this live stream. Your boy is about to relax and go back to binge watching Buffy. Because that's what I'm doing. Thank you guys for hanging out for the chat tonight. I appreciate you guys. If I lost some of you tonight, bye. I mean, I don't care. It is what it is. I'm a people person. I'm here for everybody. I mean, I cannot tell you guys. I mean, for those of y'all that have been watching me for a while, you know that I bring people of all backgrounds together on these live streams. So I'm not even about to be catering to no racism here. I'm not catering to no racist people. So if anything I said tonight moved you the wrong way or felt like you gotta unsubscribe, then bye-bye. I am a equal opportunity person. I'm a person of equality. I give everybody the platform. You guys know that. I invite people of all backgrounds on the platform to chat with me. So I'm here for everybody. I am for everybody. I'm here for all the people. So if that doesn't sit well with you, then I will catch you never, basically. Roberto says, we can agree with the principal issue without having to agree with every single platform of the movement. Those details come later. Yep. No doubt, man. No doubt. And Renee says, if you object to Black Lives Matter, you seriously need to stop with what you're doing in Google Empathy. So again, Renee says, if you object to Black Lives Matter, you seriously need to stop what you're doing and Google Empathy. Yeah. I mean, yep, no doubt. Hey, Josh, I love you too, man. I love you too. What's up, 504? Thank you, 504. I appreciate it, man. I hit the wrong thing. There we go, Josh. 504. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Janoson, that Buff versus Glory. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a fight, Janoson. That's a fight. Heavyweight fight right there. We love Viper. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. American Liberty says when Black Lives Matter is discussed, there is a difference between a political group and people as a whole. I intentionally tonight stayed away from anything political. This is not a political thing. This is not political. This whole Black Lives Matter stuff that I'm talking about tonight, this is not political. This is human rights. We are talking about basic human rights. There's nothing political about this. It's right and there's wrong. If you feel like this is political, then you are messed up. This is right and it's wrong. What is happening in the streets right now is wrong. We got cops attacking protesters, trying to instigate them. That is wrong. We have cops murdering black men out here. That is wrong. Cops abusing their power, period. It's wrong. It's not political. It's right and it's wrong. This ain't no political discussion. This is a right and wrong discussion. I need you to figure that out. This is not right. This is not wrong. If somebody comes up to you and slaps you in the face just because they can, is it political? I don't think that's political. And if you choose to hit them in their face, is that political? No, that's not political. It's called self-defense. It's not political. Not political, baby. This is not political. This is right and wrong. Figure it out. Jamie said, I'm really glad Renee promoted the stream. Your answers have helped a lot. I wasn't sure what to do to try to help. I realized there's no right answer. Just do something. Amen. There is no right answer. There's no right answer, but just don't sit on the sidelines. Again, we have to be united. Don't sit on the sidelines. Get in the game, make your voice heard, and everything else will take care of itself, man. And on that note, I will leave y'all with that. If you want to talk to me directly, hit my Twitter. It's your boy Viper, the man about tech. You know where to find me. So come back for more.